Hello, mic check. Are we doing a little better? Can you hear me now? Hopefully so. Let me know if you can't. Again, thank you, Joe. 07 to you. Alright. Out here exploring what it's like again to live and die in the verse. Alright, picking up some RMC because, oh, you can only hear the game audio still? No mic coming through. Oh, okay. Cool. Just making sure. Alright. Perfect. Glad we can hear. Alright. So I'm out here collecting the RMC because my funds were getting a little low. So I figured out a couple things with salvage. As a matter of fact, let me see. Why is there salvage way over there? That's weird. Alright, anywho. So, been playing with this a bit. Let me see, there was another piece around here somewhere. There's that one, and there it is. It's above me. Okay. It's up here. But yeah. Out here collecting, trying to get my money back up after taking a couple losses. After getting pirated yesterday. Hey, cool. Hey, Joe, you got my invite? I'm glad. I was trying to reach out. So right now, I'm just out here collecting the... I decided to take it a little easy today. Oh. Joe, you and Jim did some ERTs the other day. How'd it go? What kind of ERTs did you do? What'd you come across out there? Alright, let me see. Let me turn on my light so I can see a little better. There we go. A little closer. Gonna angle a little bit this way. There we go. Alright, that should make it easier. And did either of you get a chance to check out the new patch? The update? Nice! Glad everybody's making good connections. Finding more people to play with. That's always awesome. Yeah, it's always good when someone plays well or you play well together. I'd say is almost the better thing. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, it's always good when everybody plays well together. But yeah. Whew. Did some in the belt around yellow. We also did some hunting for scopes and a DC. Ooh. Man, those distribution centers, I hear there's a lot going on in those. I really will have to check one of those out soon. Once I get my Merc and all that stuff up a little more, my reputation. Whew. Right now, though, I'm just collecting. I've got to get a little bit more before I pack it up here and head on back. Out here in the belt. And I hate that the stream ended yesterday right when it was getting good, man. That whole bit with the pirates was fun. I haven't had that happen too often. I know there's a lot of people who hate running into pirates, but I mean, like, as long as it's once in a while, it's not too bad. Still wonder what it's going to be like when the verse is really, like, full of people. If that's going to be an everyday thing or a once in a while thing. Hopefully, though, there's enough NPC targets for them to not... Excuse me, I haven't had my coffee yet. To not focus on players. Yeah. I hear you, Joe. Like, moving back to salvage instead of selling Quantanium. Yeah, right now, the live is a little weird. I will say, I have been checking out some of the stuff in the new upcoming patch. I checked out the testing branch. That's not bad. Like, they're still working out some little issues, but it's getting a lot better. You have 19 SCU at Orison and it won't even appear in the TDD. That's... Of Quantanium? Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. But I mean, it is, as we often say, it's Star Citizen. There was a new player talking about how he was trying to do a bunch of missions and nothing was spawning in, and everybody's like, yeah, welcome to the game. Like, it's got to be disheartening as a new person when things just don't work. I'm really hoping, because they did... So, like, the first day I got into the new patch, there was some glitching and a lot of things didn't work. You weren't getting RS signatures, so you couldn't tell what you were salvaging, things like that. They fixed a lot of that. And so it's gotten a lot better. Oh, sorry, these yawns are taking me out of it. I definitely think they did for the Vaughn missions, especially for all the Weevil eggs and all that stuff. I really think that was on purpose. Hopefully, I know they fixed the elevators, or at least that's what I've heard. I haven't tested that part out yet because I don't have anything to test it with. Oh, okay. Yep, sure, Joe. Go ahead and handle your phone call. But yeah. I'm really excited for the new patch, just because after playing it, those new MFDs, after getting used to them, oh, those are so nice. They do take a little getting used to, but once you get used to them, they feel great. Let me just go ahead and pick up this little bit of nothing over here. Just need a little bit more to fill up the filler station and then unpack it, and we'll be almost ready to go back and sell some stuff, and hopefully be enough to get the money back to where it was. Especially after getting robbed by those pirates, man. Oh, they got me good. Because I had just finished wrapping that place up and they dropped in out of nowhere on me. Took me completely by surprise. But, I mean, that's what piracy is, I guess. It's just somebody dropping in on you, unexpected. And I know there's some people be like, well, why don't you report them or things like that? But I'm like, you don't report people for doing what the game is supposed to allow. Like, it's one thing if they were like following me around and constantly harassing me, but if all they're doing is just playing the game like normal and they just happen to come across me and they're like, oh snap, he's got everything, let's just rob him and get out of here. That's part of the game. And that's cool. It's cool that the game allows people to play and express themselves in different ways. And like one day, I may stumble across them in the right opportunity for me to get my get back. And if that happens, that'll be awesome too. Alright, yep, hopefully this is enough to get what's in the fill station out. It's always a little weird with that. I think I got stuck last time at just shy of enough. Just a little more. I think we can get it off of here with just a couple. Oh, come on. There we go. Got it. Whew. I thought there would be enough on that one to get all the stuff packed up. All right. So I'm going to go pack this up in the back real quick. And then I could stay out and fill the fill station again, but I think I'm going to head on back for now. I've already got about half full, as you can see. Let's see, what is that? That should be about 12. So let's see. We don't want crafting. You see what I mean? It's 12.99. So maybe what I do is right after I eject everything I can, I get one extra box in there. Let's see if we can do this without getting myself stuck. But yeah, let's see. What other things, what do I like about this new patch that's coming? I do like that they did some work. It looks like they did some work on the, what do I want to call it? The tractor beam seemed way more responsive. So that was one of the nice things that they did. It's making everything a little more snappy. Looks like they also, come on, box. Yeah, I said they fixed the salvage because now we can get signals, so salvage and mining is back. What was that? Okay, salvage and mining is back on the table. I haven't tested out any of the Merc missions in the new one to see what happens. I know all the component changes. I'm actually kind of more excited about that than I thought I was going to be, because it means that we're that much closer to engineering. And it's looking like there are going to be some pretty interesting changes for that. Alright, that's my grid is full, so now it's time to start filling up the rest of the area. This is when it starts getting a little funky. See if I can get a better angle on these so I don't have to fight with them. Tuck it in there. Okay, next one. This is always where I start running into problems. Yep. Alright, let's see. Can we get you? Come on. Get over here. Now you move over here. Now let's see if it'll go ahead and eject that one there. Alright, continue. Yes. Alright, we can get some more out. Yeah, this is where I always start to have problems. Now, I already moved it. What are you talking about? Come on. Ugh. Fighting with the mouse and the game. We can get it figured out soon. Uh-oh. No. No, I think that one's stuck. Let's see. I can move one here. That still gives me that same problem. You know what? That's fine. If anything I should have learned from yesterday, being too greedy can mess you up too. So let's call it there. I was greedy enough yesterday, and while I was sitting there being greedy, pirates showed up and took everything I worked for. We don't want to do that again. Let's call it here. Plus, I don't have any more RMC out in the area I'm in, so now's a good time to start heading back. Let's shut her down. Let's figure out, let's see, where are we heading? We can go there, but I think Crusader is in sight from here. Let me see. Yeah, Crusader is in sight. No, I don't want to go to the comm array. What's this one here? Yeah, let's head there. Hey, '07 Blue, how you doing today? Hope work's going all right. I'm just here making some jumps. Oh yeah, I always leave before people turn up. My other things to pull, well, okay. It's gonna be one of these kind of days. Alright, had to kill the engines there because I don't like making it real obvious where I'm going. Alright, let's try this again. Now we're doing a little better, and for a day like this, my port of choice, because it's away from here. I should have enough for this jump. Alright, there we go. But yeah, hey Blue, did you have a chance to check out the new patch yet? They're up to wave 2 now. And they put the Zeus in it for anybody who has one. You can already try out the Zeus. So it's looking pretty good too. That CL actually looks like it can store quite a bit, but it's a little tricky loading it up. You almost have to plan what you put in before you put in like the big 32. So you got to put in small stuff first, the big stuff next, and then the really small stuff, squeeze it in there right at the end. Good thing that thing has 2 entrances too, because when it's full, it blocks the doors. It's tight. So from the look of things, it's nice. I don't have one. I've been watching other people deal with it. All I went in there to check was make sure salvage was working okay, check out the new MFDs. They're looking great. I do kind of miss, like, so the Drake ones are orange now, and it looks a little weird. I think some of that, though, is it's not just the coloring, it's the... Everything isn't real sharp. It still has that, like, fuzzy, blurry, slightly look to it. So it looks a little out of place, and it's what you're not used to. So hopefully they get it all together. Yeah. Blue said, you haven't yet attempted to get the Zeus when it was introduced, but you opted for the Galaxy. Yeah, I'm thinking, so my original plan was to get a Caterpillar once I saved up enough, and that would be like my 500 SEU hauler. But I'm considering just upping straight to the Galaxy, because then I could also do base building one of these days when that module is introduced. So I'm kind of holding out for that. Yeah, besides, you have a Taurus with more cargo room. Yeah, I still like the Taurus. Not gonna lie. They did, oh! Blue, you have the Taurus. Have you heard about the table? They fixed the table. The table works now. It's like, that was a big deal. It's been so long when people have been looking at the table and it's just in the floor and you just can't use it. But now they finally fixed it. And so it finally lifts up and you can put stuff on it. Oh, man, yeah, that's exciting. If they just tweak it just a little more and just go ahead and put the polish on it, it'd be perfect. I mean, the Taurus is a great ship. I switched to the Raft after a while just because I always like the Raft interior. I like the living space of the Raft. Yes, Blue, you have a working table now. Yes, they fixed the table. The table in the Taurus is working. It was awesome. First time we saw it, we thought somebody was trolling. Because once they had the furniture and stuff in, people were putting tables in there. But no, the table actually works. Seen it like slide up out of the floor. Oh, great stuff. I'm just like, can they just go ahead and do the rest of it while they're at it? I mean, they're already working on RSI stuff. Might as well finish the Taurus off. All the Connies. Great ships. But for now, man, yeah, I really can't wait to get back in there. And that's partially why I'm out here was doing this salvage. It's because I need to get my money up before the new patch drops. I'm going to have some ships to go pick up. They did a lot of little quality of life tweaks. Blue said, never going to change my mind. Argo interior is the best. I completely agree. Honestly, the only ship that's Argo that I haven't fallen in love with was the Mole. I like that it can do salvage. I don't like the interior layout. The layout feels a little weird to me, but I don't know. I'm really hoping for a large Argo ship soon. Like a large Argo cargo ship. I really would like to see an Argo salvage ship. Like if they had a large or medium salvage ship, I think that would be something I'd be really interested in. Even if it means I'll have to get up out of one seat, walk over to another seat, and do some salvage. I know the MISC is supposed to have a new salvage ship coming out, but from what people are reporting, they got the measurements for the ship, and it's about the size of the Prospector. So it is looking like it's going to be a smaller one. And I wonder how they can make that smaller, because it's got, apparently, someone reported that it had 2 filler stations in it. And I'm like, either it's putting out like 1/8 SCU boxes of RMC, which would be hilarious, that instead of big boxes, it's smaller boxes. That would actually make me laugh, because I'd be like, yeah, no, I don't think anybody's doing that when the Vulture exists. So, but I think maybe they'll use it as a literal starter ship. So, but it would have to come in at less than the Prospector then. And if they do that, then that means I think mining should get a boost on what you get for selling mining. And that's something I probably should test in the new patches, how much mining is going for. They adjusted the fuel, so it looks like the fuel costs have come down. They're more than what they are now. Like, you're not going to get any $100 fuel buys, but it looks like they're going to be in the maybe $16K for a full thing of full quantanium or hydrogen, maybe 16, 15. Hopefully that holds steady. I think somebody said they did 1 SCU of, I want to say it was hydrogen, and 1 SCU of hydrogen, they came out to 16K for 1 SCU of hydrogen on the latest update, which is great because before it was about double that. And looks like the fuel levels on the initial, it was real short, like you could barely get, travel like we do now. It looks like it's getting back to normal. The biggest change, though, if Urkel is anything to go by, is what the changes are to shields, what the changes are to just all the components, HP. Shield HP, component HP, because once they institute the engineering and the component damage as the measure of how much damage your ship can take, that's going to be the big one. I really wish, because the new patch is built on the new code base, so I really wish they just slide engineering in real smooth, like go from the testing branch we're on now and just go, hey, we're just gonna add this in, we're just gonna add engineering in now, and they could hold on fire and they could hold on life support if they need to, because I know that requires a bit more of the server. But if we could just get the rest of engineering in, like, okay, damage to your component, you can fix it. Like, that would be wonderful. If we can get to the you can fix your stuff part already in, awesome. But right now, they're not there yet. Ooh, I forget how long these journeys take. Like, that's the next thing. When you can walk around your ship a little more, maybe have something to do. I'd really love them to like put the SC lives as videos you can watch in game, or get us a radio station you can listen to. It's just some like royalty free music that could play, because that would be real nice to just have some jazz or something on in the background, or a podcast. I always think of Grand Theft Auto's radio stations. Vice City, I think, had the best ones. I love the Vice City radio stations. Used to listen to those all the time. They had like the public radio talk shows. That's what this needs. It needs a talk show. Jared could have his own talk show in the game. Yeah, I could totally see Jared with his own talk show in this game. It would be hilarious. All right, we're almost there. I'm going to drop this off and decide what else to tackle today. Could do more bunkers, but after yesterday, I don't know if I can. Ugh, that hurt so bad. Especially after finding that missile launcher, and then those guys all showed up. I found a missile launcher, a decent sniper rifle. Yeah. Blue, you love Vice City Radio too? Yeah, absolutely. Used to listen to Pressing Issues with Maurice Chavez. I think that was his name. That was my favorite station. I would listen to it over and over and over. Alright, let's see. Let me get on to Area 18 here. Man, and yeah. Oh, graphically, the new patch is updated because the new clouds and everything. Seriously, I can't wait for that to go live. It looks like it won't take them too much longer either, because if they're on wave 2 and it's been pretty stable, like, and they have been fixing things fast. Blue Chatterbox for GTA 3 was my station. Now, see, that one, you know, I never really finished GTA 3. I started playing GTA with Vice City and jumped right into San Andreas. So, but I've never gone back and done 3. It's hard. Blue, I had that one at work once and people thought it was a real radio station. I believe it, man. Those Grand Theft Auto has great radio stations. I finished Vice City and San Andreas and GTA 4. I have not finished 5 yet. I know it's good, but I just haven't been able to sit down and lock in. Can you believe they improved these clouds again? Like, they improved them again over what they are here. Let me see, I see it right there. There it is. There's my dots. I like when these, the lights for Area 18 are easy to find, because I used to get lost coming here all the time. All the time. Oh, I've got coupled on, that's why it's like that. Alright, we're gonna ease that up. Feel like once they work out some of these last few tweaks with the MFDs and the patch, like, it could almost jump straight to, like, open for everyone to come check out. I think it's just a few small things they're tweaking now. But, I mean, I don't work there, what do I know? There could be a whole nother plan coming behind that. I just know I'm excited. I'm really excited for this one. Because now that I've used those new MFDs, I never touched these ones. I'm all over those new ones, like playing with everything. There's definitely a few things they have to work out with the power one is especially finicky to use right now. I hope they take some suggestions. There's been some really good suggestions on improvements for it. Okay, I need a hanger, guys.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There we go. Alright, now that I got my hanger. Whew. Okay, come on. Just bring it in nice and easy. We're going to drop off all the goods. Let's see. Blue says, so many details in them so many details in the stations, the jingles between songs, the fake news. Yeah.
Warning, you are leaving the safe zone.
The advertisements, absolutely, Blue. Like, GTA Radio is one of the best things ever, and I wish more games would borrow from it. Because I have to think, I'm really not sure I listen to the radio at all, even playing Cyberpunk.
Landing gear down.
Like, even the whole time I played Cyberpunk, I don't think I really listened to the radio at all. Said back up. Okay, seriously, like, stop banging my ship. I know, I'm talking to the game like the game's the one doing the piloting. But I was trying to land a little further back and it wasn't being as responsive as I wanted.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to
Let's see. I hope they tweak that a little bit, though. The timing for how long you have to land just never feels right. Especially for sometimes they'll tell you, no, you got to go way over there. Yeah, this is what's changing. This is big. Like, so right now, I'm only paying $450 for 5 SCUs of hydrogen. Nah, that won't be accurate. That's probably going to be closer to what? Maybe 30K, 40K when they're all done. I think is the area they're going for something like this. Let me see. Do I have that right? Yeah, so filling up is going to cost you. I'm pretty sure filling up in full will cost. So let's see. Repair is definitely going to cost more. So yeah, all these numbers are going up by a lot. Oh, it's glitching again. Yeah. I'm excited though, because they're fixing so much little quality of life things. There we go. All right, so while that's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the chair. Blue said, gonna cry as I tried this morning on the PU and the freight lift where I get my medical supplies are broke, so there goes my profit making. Ah, no. Yeah. Salvage is my go-to profit maker for this reason, because it usually just works. And you make good money from it. Like, I hope what they do, instead of nerfing money constantly, is maybe use salvage as kind of the baseline. Why'd I come this way? Use salvage as the baseline for where to set everything else. So I think mining should be worth more, because mining's way more complicated. Salvage, they're probably gonna drop what salvage is worth, like RMC and construction material soon, just because once engineering is in, you can make more money doing component. Wait, how did I get turned around? Wait a minute. I looked at that and thought that was the side with the freight elevator, and it's on this side. Ugh. Big print on the wall, freight elevator. Okay, I gotta get used to that. I'm always reading the wrong part thinking I'm seeing something. So, even with all that, I still got to turn it around and go the other way. Put that away. We're not using that yet. Hop right on in the pilot seat. Turn the ship around so I'm facing the right way. But yeah, that sucks, Blue, that the freight lift wasn't working. Like, I have heard, have not tested this myself, that a lot of the freight lift issues, like the ones at the breaker yards and salvage, those are fixed. Hey, stop it. Ooh, this brake does not work as fast as I would like it to. Let me see. There we go. Okay. Had to pop in the third person to get that lined up right. We can go ahead and shut her down. What I'm trying to get out of the habit doing now is hitting the open all doors button, because that does not work in the new one if you hit open all doors, unless they fix it. But right now, if you hit open all doors, it opens everything. All your compartments open up, your bathrooms, everything. And the problem is, like, let's say you just wanted to open the back door or something like that. Everything's open. Why am I hearing that about landing zones? I've been in here. All right, let's get this RMC out. So they changed the tractor beams now too. So with the tractor beams, this view is gone. You don't have this anymore. I don't know any way to get it back. This is just gone. Instead, right click does your detach and left click does the tractor. So you just have a button to do one or the other, and now it actually matters. So if something is stuck to a grid, you have to use detach mode to move it. Which actually, I thought it would be annoying, but it actually works really good because you get real smooth with the tractor beam now. And they seem to be... I was coming back to test. It's another reason I was coming back in live doing this, is because I wanted to see if it was, like, if they had changed the tractor beam speeds, or if that's just how it felt because everything felt new. And now that I'm doing it, I don't think they did. I think the tractor beams are still the same. They just feel smoother. But maybe that's because now we're not fiddling with the buttons as much anymore. And maybe I just wasn't moving enough stuff. Maybe if I do a hauling mission on there, I'll get the real idea. Might not be a bad idea. Do a hauling mission in the new one. Hey, Joe, glad you're back. So, because that's one of the things I was considering doing today was popping over to the PTU for a bit on stream, just so if anybody wanted to see it, we could just take a look. Maybe you guys suggest like, hey, try this, try that, and we see how it's working and see where the current state of things are. Because like I said, they're only at wave 1 now. I don't know that they're going to go through every wave, because if they, I don't know what the end goal for CIG is on this patch. Like, at what point they think it's done. Oh. You still have it? Man, you can keep it? I've got to get one of those. Man, I wish I had got away with that one yesterday. I should have threw a box at those people. I needed a ship with bigger guns. That Pisces wasn't putting a dent in anything. I don't even know why certain ships have guns that small. Like the Raft having a 2 size 1 hard points. If there's nothing else I can hook on there but a gun, like, it's almost pointless, because those size 1 guns don't do anything. Like, I don't know that they do anything but hit people. They definitely don't do damage to ships. Joe, all from your ship to the elevator anyway is really nice. Yeah, I concur. Yep, you have the Dragonfly, Hoverquad, and the Atlas. Oh wait, so you stole all 3 of those? Yeah, that's a good haul. Yeah, the what I think about the Atlas is that for loading it's a little bit more trouble, but for unloading your ships, it seems like one of the best things ever. I love stacking up RMC crates. It feels so good to see all this RMC get to where you're going. Another reason I like doing RMC is because it's one of the things I do where I see the least amount of chance for piracy, because not everybody is chasing vultures. They're chasing reclaimer. Vultures, maybe. Joe, you found all of that in a Corsair. Man, Corsairs are little treasure troves, man. They're the loot boxes of the verse. All you have to do is shoot one down. And quiet as it's kept, I'm really missing like the blockade runner missions right now. Those were actually kind of fun. I did have fun doing those. I almost wish those were back in right now. Yeah, just sitting on a pad. That's what's crazy, is how much stuff is just sitting on a pad somewhere. Hehe. Only 23 this time. Wait a minute. Do I have anything more? Because I didn't refill the hopper, but I think there was one more in here that had to come out. Yep. Last one. Just enough. Now see, how do I still have 0.99 RMC? Just give me the last one. And you know what's frustrating? I wish the ship had a way for you to take like some of your hand gathered RMC and add it. Like, it's got the little slot on the side here. Let me put some RMC in there, because I could get this little 0.01 RMC from the multi-tool. Oh well. Let me see, hold on. Blue, even if they get bored with it, it's an LTI token. Yeah, exactly. I'm debating if I'm going to pledge any more ships ever. Or just work towards them in game, because I have the 600 and I have the Vulture. And I think from there, I could probably do everything else. I really do. I think from there, I could get every other ship with just these two as the base starting point.
Thank you, and please visit again.
How am I even hearing him when I'm not on the comms in my ship? That's always weird to me. I really like this paint job. I didn't think I would like it at first, but that gray is just nice. I went back to the yellow and I hated it. Wait, let me see. Okay, Joe, you were stranded on the pad because you can't call a hangar there, or where were you stranded? I'm thinking I understood that correctly. What was destroyed? The Buccaneer? Oh, that's a loner. That'll come back. I considered destroying some of these vehicles I have, so that later on, like especially the one that disappointed me the most was the Ursa. I wanted it to be so much better, but you know, this is why I'm really excited about the new branch, because I really want to test out like all these little things that bother me if a lot of them got fixed. I'm curious as to what's already fixed, what's still not fixed, and where they're going from here. I'm excited because, like I said, just a little bit I played. Why did I go that? I always do that. You're so used to clicking on like where you want to go from the other side. Okay, just making sure. Glitchy elevators again, man. I can't do that again. It's why I always wear a helmet in the elevators now, unless I'm just wearing regular clothes, which I didn't change this time, but oh well, who cares? I don't care right now. I can always change when I come back to the ship and put the regular clothes back on. It's not like I'm here to meet anybody. I'm just here to sell stuff at the TDD. Couple things I wish they'd tweak. I wish you could sell things at the LEOs. I don't think they're changing that, as much as I would like them to. Transit system's still funny, but that should be getting fixed once 4.0 comes in. And it sounded like, I think someone posted that they're almost ready to put 4.0 into Evo Kadi, which honestly, I'm not surprised. My theory was that this .2 patch would hit for Citizen Con, and they'll try, I forget when exactly the dates for IAE are, but I think IAE will get pushed, or 4.0 they'll try and push for that at IE. If 4.0 goes into Eva Kadi either right after or during Citizen Con, that's what I think they're aiming for, is to get 4.0 out by then, so they have some time to tweak anything that goes wrong before they go on their holiday breaks. That's my guess. Let me see. Joe said you were stranded at Crew L4. That's right. And you lost your ship swapping servers trying to figure out if I could get a hangar. Wow. Left the C8R on the pad, and when you went back to the pad on a different server, there was a Corsair there. Oh, and that's how you found the Corsair with all the stuff in it. Nice. Did you have to shoot it open, or was it just like you were able to just like open the door, go in, and did you fly it off to some other station instead of leaving it there? What'd you end up doing? Blue, he said IE is about mid-November. So yeah, I think that would give them enough time, because they would have a month. If they drop 4.0 in Evo Kadi almost immediately after they release the .2 patch. The main thing is, though, when .2 goes live, that depends on .2 going live and having no major issues. If it went live and had no major issues, they already said they think that they're pretty close to an Evo Kadi for 4.0. So I think if they do that, they could get it going right after the one and then move right on to the other. And I think that would be great for the whole game, because it would get them to that point where it's like, yeah, we are dropping 4.0 this year. Why am I still hearing the, like, I'm looking up like it's in my room. It's because of the headphones. But why am I still hearing that from the landing pad? That's a small glitch, but nothing game breaking. A little immersion breaking, but not game breaking. Let's see. Joe said, I just used the button and flew off. Yeah. Not sure why it opened for me. Hey, but I mean, what a great deal. You got the hover quad. Let's see, you got the hover quad, the Atlas, and what was the other thing you got out of there? The hover quad, the Atlas, and one other thing you said you grabbed out of there. Oh, wait, Blue, I'm sorry. I missed when you said the Atlas you got and used it with your dad and bro. They liked it and they got one each. Yeah, man. And that's what you were saying about it being an ATI token, even if they get bored. Absolutely. The Dragonfly was the other thing you got. They had a Dragonfly and a hover quad. I haven't tried the Dragonfly yet. I own a hover quad. I never use it. I almost never use the ground vehicles. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. All right. Trying to get back into the mills. Let's see how close I get. Area 18. I'll sell it all. Not quite there. I probably need to do a couple more runs. But that's still pretty good. It gets me back up near 8. Alright. Well, we've come a good way since I was down at 2 and under 2 for a little while there, so... Alright. Now that I've sold and made some money to make up for the losses I took after getting pirated and those real funny bunkers... Hey, my 07 to you. Had the same thing happen, but it was the F8C. As in, like, you found one on a pad and you just flew it off? Man, I haven't been to Area 18 in a while. This is my original home place before I moved to Orison, and I think when the next patch comes, I'm going to go Lauraville. The more and more time I spend there, the more I like it. It feels like a real planet. Like, I want to sit in the bar and just relax after a long day of work kind of planet. Hang out with the people. I would love to see, like, this game get so evolved where people are like, yeah, we're going to go riot against the Hurston guards on Lauraville. All the workers are going on strike. One of these days, like, I know everybody wants a lot of systems, but I would really like them to give more life to the ones that are already here. Like, the planets that are already here, like, flesh these out. Add a lot of depth. Don't go the Starfield route of, like, yeah, we're going to make a bunch of procedural planets. Like, no. Before you do that, give us a ton of depth here. Like, if I could play a whole game of Cyberpunk right here on ArcCorp, that's wonderful. Like, a bunch of little missions, events happening, and it's all on planet. I'll keep my fingers crossed. My said, yep, just found it. Found it in your... Wait, in your hangar? You found it in the hangar, not on the pad? Just, like, in your hangar itself. Flew away with it, and now it's in my inventory somehow? The whole ship. So you just have an F8C, like, to use all the time now? Was that just in this patch, or does it, like, persist through patches? Did you find it a while ago? And Blue said the only ground vehicles you use are the Centurion or the STV. Yeah. I have a bunch of ground vehicles. I've got the X1, the hover quad. I used to have a Pulse, and then I melted that because I never used it. That's when I stopped buying ground vehicles completely. What else? I have the Ursa. I don't use that. I have a Cyclone. I don't use that. Like, the Cyclone's the loaner for the G12 when the G12 comes. Until, you know what? I did try to use the Cyclone one time. So what my plan had been was to set up the my home and space thing. So I had the 600. I parked it on Microtech in like this canyon hidden in these mountains, and because it's white, it's almost invisible. And then my plan was to just drive the Cyclone to a pad, get in the C8R, and fly off. Which is the actual only reason I'm probably going to keep a C8R, is because you can summon it at the mining stations. I almost forgot about that. That was the main reason I went with that one originally, was because you could summon it from just about any pad in the game. But yeah. So with that, once I did that, my... Wow, I just went... But yeah, as far as, like, I was trying to drive there with the Cyclone, but I couldn't navigate. Like, you can't get any markers in your ground vehicles. You're just driving around blind trying to figure it out by stars and landmarks and that. I was like, this is dumb. Like, what am I doing? So I went back to my ship, and I haven't tried it again since. Let's see. Yeah, just found it on Friday. Turned in my tickets last month, so I'm confused why there's a new one here. Oh. So did you end up with 2? Hey. Whew. Excuse me. Beneficial glitch in the Matrix. I might have to take a minute and go get my, Whoop, hold on. Whoa. Wrong button. Sorry, getting used to this new, setup here. Where I have all my little buttons where I can hit things. Okay, there it is. Don't mean I hit that one by accident. Okay. I'm getting the hang of it. It's getting new, but it does make things a little easier to have this little setup here. Okay, no. Do I have to go to the ASOP to get my hanger? I didn't think so. Maybe I do. Okay. They're probably like, we don't know what ship, so we don't know what size hanger. Oh, I have a couple of ships. No, that's Orison. Not here. Yeah. No, I'm not using the cutter. Could do the Rambler, but no point. I haven't checked out the Scout ever. I have access to it, but yeah. And that's at Lauraville. 600's at Lauraville. So let's go ahead and get the Vulture back. I think I'll go pick up the 600. Now let's see if my hanger shows up. Okay, yep. So it won't give a hanger unless you tell it at least one ship first, so it knows what size hanger to do. First time running into that. Okay. Usually I just hop in and it gives me the last hanger I had. Ooh, I gotta eat something. That's all on the ship. Okay, have I arrived yet? What's going on? I definitely hit this button. Didn't I? Did I just imagine I hit the button? Weird. Habits. You do it so many times you don't even notice when you didn't. Okay. There's my ship. We're gonna go in here and eat before we die. Yeah. Okay, my said, so the October update hit and my F8C from the golden ticket was removed, like Sig said. And then this Friday, a new one shows up, so I'm lost. Maybe they just decided to be nice about it and be like, yeah, let's just throw them a bone and let them have it. Let them keep playing with it. Or maybe they just forgot that they did that thing. Like, I don't know. They've got so many things going on. It wouldn't surprise me if they just forgot. Like, oh, yeah, we were supposed to take those away. Good luck. How do I have an empty one? Cannot. No. Okay. I'm going to try that. If I pick up another empty one of these, I'm going to see what happens. I could have just did carry. It would have only grabbed one. Okay. So, let's take the helmet off. I haven't seen that little thing in the corner in forever. Oh, you can't see it. It's under my head. Blue said, also, the ASOP in your hangar is also size related. You can't call a medium ship in a small hangar. Yeah, I did notice that one. Which, I get that. That makes sense. But I was more surprised that it didn't just hand me a small hangar. But I guess they were like, hey, we don't know what ship you want. Tell us first. Joe said, I got a duplicate Aurora MR that persisted even after I upgraded the one I got with my game package to a C8R. Hey, that's cool. No complaints. I'm always for people getting extra free ships. Free ships are always a good thing in this game. Like, I feel like the Atlas, everybody should have just got an Atlas after everything that happened this year. But, I mean, CIG's not giving away money. So, wishful thinking on my part. All right, we got everything set here. So yeah. By the way, I asked Blue and Joe, but have you been in the any of the waves for the new patch? Some people love their Auroras, Joe. Like, I know it's just an Aurora, but some people love them. Mai says I have a few that say they're loners, but don't want their loners. Joe, you talking about like they have the loners? Is the Aurora a loner for a couple people? I have a bunch of loners that I never fly. The only one I've flown recently was the Buck, and that was just because I needed to crack that Corsair open, and these little scatter guns definitely weren't cutting it. Let's see, where do I want to go now? Let me check. What stuff do I have around here? I haven't been to Area 18 in a while. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, I just saw a video of somebody crashing their ship while checking their Moby glass, and I don't want that to be me. So let me get going in the right direction. We're even going to turn on coupled and cruise control so that the direction is up. I don't know, I'll leave it up to you guys. Should I check out the new PTU while we're live, or just keep checking out stuff in live? Or while I'm streaming, or just keep checking out the live? Do you guys want to see it? Because maybe you're just like, nah, I'm just going to wait until I play it. Yes, that is what I was saying. Is if you had been able to check out the PTU yet. Ooh, that green. This is something else I'm glad I don't see as much anymore. Or at least I haven't noticed any like this strong of a green in a new one. They somehow tweaked it just right. But yeah. Other than that, that's what I say. If you guys want, I can pop over into that and we can take a look at that. You guys can suggest some things that you want me to test out or just see. I've got a few ships in there. So I picked up, I went through and just picked up a bunch of the ships I had been wanting to check out. Let's see here. Where? Ooh, look at that. Blue said, yeah, I have the STV, and I get Aurora as a loaner, and an Aero loaner from a Taurus. Wait, so you get loaners even for the ground vehicles? You get ship loaners? Huh. That's funny. I didn't know that it was a thing. But yeah. Yeah, the Aero loaner for the Zeus I know about, because I think for me, I got the Buccaneer loaner for the Vulture. And I got the 325i for the 600. And those are my two loaners. Let's see. I'm going to go to Lauraville right now and get the 600 back. I'm going to hop over here to Hurston. Blue say if you Google the loaner matrix, it will show you. Yeah, I've checked it out once. I never even look at loaners. But I know, like, I think you were telling me for like the is it the Ironclad? Like the Caterpillar was a loaner. That's really the only one I actually considered. I was like, that's a reason to consider the Ironclad. And I think of the two, I am looking forward to the Ironclad. I think if I had to choose, I would do a Galaxy and Ironclad, kind of like you and your dad and your brother did. Is that you get all of them. I like how you guys did it, because now you can have a medical, a cargo, a builder. You've got everything. And another ship that's big enough to carry a bunch of material. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm super excited for CitizenCon because they're talking, hopefully, about a bunch of stuff I'm actually interested in. I want to hear about crafting. I want to hear about the base building. That's two things I'm really excited about. I know everyone's excited about hearing about more systems. I honestly don't care about more systems. I'm just more concerned about what can I do? What are the ships? Are we getting any new gameplay modes? Is Bounty Hunting version 2 coming out? Because that's the only bounty hunting I'm seriously like caring about. I don't care about the space battle one. I care about stalking somebody on the ground and then catching them unawares. Like they're on their way into a mission. My dream version of me getting good at this game is like 4 guys are on their way into a bunker and they look back and the last guy's gone. I'm throwing them in the bottom of a Hawk and taking them over to Klesher to be turned in. That is fun gameplay to me. And if I ever get to that level of skill, it's gonna be wonderful. My said, not even sure what's new in the PTU besides the Zeus. The Zeus is the only new ship I know of, but the rest is just the a lot of what you do in the pilot seat has completely changed. You still fly, that's the same. You still shoot guns, that's the same. But all these screens and radar and where your speed and everything is, all of that has completely changed. Like right now, everything in the middle of the screen would be gone. I wouldn't have the speed readout there, the emissions, any of the little indicators, the fuel, none of that is on screen in the new one. In the new one, it's either on one of the 4 monitors around the edges, instead of having like, let me see here. I don't even know if I can do it. Instead of the, yep, you can't even see it there. Instead of the VTOL coupled ESP and gear, everything is up on like the little layout board at the top. Blue said the Zeus is a baby galaxy. Man, it's a baby galaxy. It's a super tiny ship. Like super tiny. I watched a couple people show theirs off and show the interiors. It's a small little ship. It feels like it could be a better starter ship. Like, I think that level should be the starter ships. They should start phasing out the old starters and give everybody the new starters. And that, to me, is what a starter ship is. Like, the Vulture, to me, is a starter ship. The Zeus is a starter ship. The Cutlass Black is a starter ship. Because to me, that's like when you're actually in a ship. Everything else just feels like a little snub vehicle. Everything smaller than that feels like a snub vehicle. The Cutter is about the smallest a starter ship should ever be. Mai says, I would love to see a stealth and radar rework and bounty rework before new systems. I would like to see that too. Stealth-wise, engineering may help stealth. So one of the things they talked about is a lot of the component changes. And yeah, those stealth components are way different. Stealth components are different. And all the component stats are going to matter a lot. And so one of the things people have been telling CIG a lot in this patch is, if components are going to matter, we need a way in game to tell what the stats of the components are. We shouldn't have to go online and look stuff up. It should be right there when we go shopping, and we should be able to compare to what's already in our ship. I really hope they hurry up and get that in. Like, I feel like they didn't even think of that, because they've been using, I think they've been also using Urkel and everything when they plan stuff out. I don't think they have it like in a game file somewhere. I think they're using Urkel to plan out a lot of their stuff or something like it. They've got the back end, so they never even thought like, yeah, see, this one's got more HP. I have no way to know that. I have no way to know how much HP each of these tools has. But if you can get on Urkel right now and you look, they have the newest data from the whatever they've data mined. And you can see like Class A versus like Class A industrial versus Class A or Class C of civilian. Wow, it's a huge difference. You're talking about one component has a HP of 3,000 and another one has a HP of 200, but they're the same size component. So that's a big change. That's a huge change. And yeah, I don't know how that's going to go over. My says, like my Eclipse, I have the stealth upgrades. Even with the shields off and EM level and that low, I still show up on radar, and it's a stealth ship. I think when it comes to stealth, they need to figure out hiding the cross section. That's the one. It's the cross section. No, I don't think it should like for now, I think the stealth components so up to now have not mattered, because they gave no stats to anything. The only thing that mattered with components was like the quantum drive. But in the new updates, your components matter a lot. They matter a lot. Because okay, so like the Vulture right now, let me see when I stop. My emissions for this ship in nav mode, I'm at an EM signature of 14K. My emissions in nav mode in the new one for the Vulture are 40K. So it went up by like 3. Emissions are going to matter a lot more in the new one, and stealth components should drop you a lot. Having a stealth ship and stealth components should start mattering a lot. And this little thing, like how when you click something and you move off, they fix that completely. So now whatever you click, it says this is what's selected and you have to select something else. It's so many little like tweaks they did that feel like quality of life improvements in the game that are things like you just take for granted now. The power management, though, I feel like people who aren't in there playing with it now, people are going to be some kind of way about it. Yeah, because the cross-section part, and that's what I think one of the tweaks they could do to stealth ships is they get a percentage reduction in cross-section recognition. Because if I have a huge ship, Blue said, you're like Quantum Jump. I always got the XL1, but now thinking of others, yes, it will be slower, but I can travel for longer. It's not just the speed either, Blue. It's the HP. That's the one. Because since your component damage will affect your, like, if people can damage your ship, certain quantum drives, and even your shield generators, like, the HP on those devices, the HP of them is a big factor now too, not just their speed or anything. So you have a quantum drive like the XL1, it might get you there faster, but if it takes a hit, it's gone. Like, it might have a 400 or 1000 HP versus like a slower, bigger one will have a ton of HP. Or sometimes you get like, well, I'll just take the industrial level C. But yeah, but like that one, C has 800 HP, whereas if you take the industrial A, it has 3000. It's that kind of difference. And when you're talking about like your shields, it's going to matter. Your cooler is going to matter on how well it can cool everything. And you have to also see like, okay, it can cool this, but how much power is it using? Because the power generator I have only gives me 14 bars of power. Oh no, it's a lot of people talking industrial now, because industrial A has, so far industrial A has the highest HP in almost every category. But military, it was something about military where it's like they're, I don't know, like, because we still don't have the engineering part, so we don't know how easy they are to repair yet. Man, I'm excited. There's a lot of little tweaks you have to do too now, because for each mode, so hold on, let me break for a second, because I do want to point this out. So for each mode, all the MFDs can change, but they change for SEM guns, they change for quantum, they change for nav flight, and I think they change for nav scan. So you can have different setups for each of the modes. It's cool, and it's complicated, and it's a ton of fun at the same time. And I'm really waiting to see like where it goes in the long run. There we go. Where am I parking?
We're clear to launch.
Okay, guys, like seriously, where am I going? Yeah. So yeah, Blue, I think industrial is going to be the way to go. What is going on with this? And why am I not getting a hanger? I want a hanger. Oh, one of the other things I'm really happy they did, so like in your comms, how it shows like every friend you've ever had in your comms. I don't know, but like I love that my comm was empty except for like Lorville or whatnot. I think they should make a separate tab in comms for friends, separate from landing stuff, because sometimes like it's hard to play when you're navigating all of that. Okay, that's the one. Oh, I'm still uncoupled. Okay, I want uncoupled for landings. There we go.
Warning, you are leaving the safe zone. Warning, you are leaving the safe zone.
Who said this is what he hates about the game and gives us ideas. we didn't know we wanted. Absolute fact.
Landing gear down.
And I really feel like this new one will definitely do that.
Landing complete.
Actually, let me back up just... Okay, a little bit. I want to back up just a little bit. A little bit, I said.
Landing complete.
There we go. Okay, I feel better about that.
Engines offline.
And I just found this out the other day about my Vulture. Let me see, where is it? This. I did not know this was a thing that I could do. Like, I can exit to a different side. I just figured this out, that that was an option. And I'm mad I didn't know this whole time. But now it's so hard to use. Come on, turn. I want that one. Yeah, I could have been doing this the whole time. Had no idea that was a thing. I'm always getting out towards the back and then hitting the button. And I know I can set it to default, so I'm going to do that next time I get in there, is set that to my default. Yeah, absolutely gives us a bunch of ideas we didn't know we wanted. I completely agree. Let's see. I passed it. Wait, what? Do I have? Yes, I do, but I can't claim it here. Ooh, I can retrieve my hover quad here. Uh-huh.
Vehicles, please visit us again.
Oh, they just destroyed my Vulture. I bet money they destroyed my Vulture. There's something I hate about the game. Let me see.
Welcome to the ASUS vehicle retrieval system.
Hover quad still stored. Vulture is destroyed. Why does it do that? That's so annoying. Never mind. I'm leaving now. I'm going upstairs. I hate that. That's something they have. What'd they say? One of the things they have to fix is the ATC and separate the ATC from being in charge of the hangars. Yeah, I hope they hurry up and do that soon. That's one I hope they do soon, because that, I think, is why that gets destroyed, because ATC doesn't recognize that I landed. And it used to be a trick you could do to retrieve another vehicle, and it would bring the one up and take the elevator down, and now it's not doing it anymore. So I can't use that as a workaround now. The other thing I'm hoping to see on the new patch, once it goes live, is the NERSA be sold at New Deal. The NERSA and the Pulse. Let me see. Any new ships I was planning to pick up? No, I don't think so. Especially not in my price range. Yeah, I don't need a Cyclone. I got one. Yeah, it's all ground vehicles. Nobody buys an Aurora. Except for the first time they start playing, and after that, never again. 85X is nice. I like that it's an instant claim. Ooh. Oh, for those of you with the Zeus, don't insurance claim that ship. Do not destroy your ship. It's a long insurance claim right now. They'll probably fix that. But right now, yeesh. Yeah, nothing here I want to buy. I own most of this. Fury? No. I flew a Fury one time. I crashed it immediately. I was like, that ship's too fast for me. I need to be a better pilot. That's why I don't do any racing missions. That's another thing they should put on the screens. Like, man, so many little detail things that they could add to this game that would just be like, that's cool. All right, anywho, let me go get the 600. Because, yeah. Either I'm going to do something in the 600 or I'm jumping into the PTU.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So. Ooh, excuse me.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Blue, you're so right about gives us ideas we didn't know we wanted. That's one of the truest statements I've ever seen about this game. Because right now, I'm getting so many ideas for what it could do and could be, and maybe it could do this, and I didn't know I wanted this stuff until it was possible. My said, I did a race in Vulkan once. Went about as well as you expect. Oh, you won! I have full confidence in you. You won, you took home the trophy. I assume everybody in games is a better pilot than me at this point, though, for real. I mean, you guys have seen me shoot at things and did fly around. Like, I'm pretty good at landing my ship, and just pretty good at this stage. You know, I should have got my clothes out of the other ship, but oh well. This one will have a double set of armor in it. Let me see. Nope, that is like that in this one. I never paid it enough attention. Whew. There were some glitches with this ship in the new one. Like all the turrets are on display. But it looked like when I went by, like all the landing gear looked real flimsy. Like they were doing a rework, hopefully. Feel like... I don't know though, I don't remember. I'd have to look back at old footage if this was beefier before and they've done something to it or not. Oh no, the Vulk is a brick. I think I killed someone by hitting them. Oh gosh. That sounds about like how good I think I would do in one of those, yeah. At the end it's, but did you die though? I think that's a win. Ooh, yes. They did a lighting pass on this ship where it's not so bright, especially the cockpit, because super bright now, not so bright in the new one. All right. You also get more shots. All your capacitors have more shots now. So instead of 15, I might have 40. Which is weird because I think they said like now, at least the most current numbers, the guns do more damage. There's less shields. Because the shield HP, total shield HP has dropped as well. And if you get more shots, that sounds like it's going to need a little bit more balancing on that part. Let me check. Let's see what contracts we have. Okay. Hauling, not in this ship. Delivery research, nah. I think I can do mercenary. Do I need anything to do mercenary? Let me check real quick.
Engines inactive.
Let me see if I have any gear on the ship, guns, etc. Just said phone calls, meetings, people walking by your office or into your office. You know, you're trying to watch a stream. You know, they probably like, hey, he's watching a stream. This is the perfect time to go ask him all the questions. That's how that works, Joe. Am I planning on getting any capital ships? Not personally. I'll probably hang out with the org for that purpose. The reason being is most of my play, man, I don't have anything in here. I must have claimed this ship because it's empty. I don't have any guns on me, nothing. That's going to limit what I can do. I wonder if I can do a bounty in this ship. I probably can if I make use of the missiles. Let's see if I can do this and not get a huge ship blown up by a little ship. But I probably won't get any capitals myself. That's one I wonder too, Joe. I would consider it just for that. Like, I like capital ships. I really do, because it gives me that the Star Trek vibe of this huge ship and people walking through and down hallways and corridors and things. I like that, but I play solo too much. Oh, excuse me. Oh. But if the org has one, I'm there. I'm showing up for the org party. The org party on the capital ship, I'll be there. Like, what is it? Morphologist did his 890 jump, and everybody showed up for that. I'd show up to somebody else's capital ship and just hang out. First time I got into Carrick was just riding in somebody else's Carrick, and I was like, man, if we had like 15 more people in here, this would be kind of cool. Everybody just running around the ship. Joseph, I'm really surprised there about me not doing a capital ship. No, yes, okay, no. Joe, I agree with you. Not really surprised there's not a Firefly in the game. I am the same way. When I first saw, which one was it? The closest thing that looks like a Firefly to me is the Reclaimer. Because that was one of my first questions, was like, hey, I see the ships we have, but they all seem really small. Like, contact? Oh, what the flip? I'm in the zone. Or is this the person who shot me the other day? I'm in Armistice. Okay, just checking. I'm like, is that the pirate who got me yesterday?
Landing gear raised.
MH60 gunner, or do they just have a crime stat? They probably just have a crime stat. I don't fault people for having crime stats. I've had crime stats before. It's not fun. You can still shoot missiles in Armistice? That's messed up. My Vulture can shoot in Armistice zones. I found that out, like, in any Armistice zone. Dude better not be trying to line me up over there. My shield's on, yep. In a Corsair too. He's not landing, is he? Which direction is this Corsair traveling? I don't trust anybody anymore. You can be outside and shoot into Armistice, Joe says. Now, I can, with my Vulture, I can be in Armistice and still shoot. Trying to see what the story is on this Corsair. They're just hanging out. They haven't landed. And that to me is suspect. Okay. Oh well, whatever. I don't have anything on this ship, so who cares? It's time to go. I can't let them dictate my whole flight plan today. I'll put it in quantum just in case, and we'll aim towards microtech just in case I need this. And they start acting funny. But yeah. Expect the best, plan for the worst. Matter of fact, we're gonna jump just to be on the safe side, because like I said, I don't know what was up them folks the other day. Felt like they came out of nowhere. Okay. Joe said it's probably a bug. I hope so, because man, can you imagine all the bullets flying around in armistice zones? It's probably a bug left over from blockade runners, my guess. Because everybody was shooting in armistice and blockade runner. I don't even know why I'm going to Microtech, but whatever. I'll head that way. I'm going to take a quick break, talk to nature, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Okay. Let's see. Almost to Microtech. Let me see. Am I getting any of the other missions while I'm over here? Let's see. Bounty Hunter mission. Let's see. Very low risk targets. A cave on Magda. Oh, it's on ground too? Oh. I didn't realize some of these were on ground. Suspect apprehension certificate. This is the one I'm really excited about, but not until V2 is in, because like suspect apprehension is going to be interesting when bounty hunting V2 comes in. When it's like people actually, when the NPCs actually have schedules and things they keep, that's what I'm looking forward to. Where it's like they have a home base they go to and do different things like that. Blue said, I remember before they fixed it, I was at SCD-1 on Daymar. I left my Connie lift down and sat on the surrounding hill with a scalpel sniper gun. Bang. That was a bounty mission? Man, I can't wait to do bounty missions like that. Left your Connie lift down and sat on the surrounding hill with a scalpel. Kidnapping missions on the unverified. Yeah, they would. Okay, let me see. Where do I need to go? I probably need to stop over at Tressler real quick, because I have no weapons on me right now. Nothing. I don't have a pistol. I don't have a backpack. I has nothing. I left it all on the Vulture, and they destroyed my Vulture. Okay, I'm going to have to use the thing. Oh, they changed the icons. You know, I might... I'm really debating it now, because I'm like, man, there's so many little things, little differences in the PTU. Like, little stuff. And I'm like, man, I can't wait till that PTU gets to live. Oh, I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. Because just some of the things are just quality of life changes. Like all these markers are new. They changed all the markers, and you don't need to like, where is the such and such anymore? You can tell what you're aiming for just by its marker now. Like, all the markers don't look the same anymore. My vulture got deleted by the hangar. I was trying to, like, the hangar just said it was unknown, and I tried to retrieve something else to get the elevator to take it down, and it just yeeted my vulture completely. It just said, okay, we'll just delete your vulture, we'll backspace it, and you can claim it later. So yeah, all my stuff in my vulture, I'm glad I got the RMC out, but everything else, I didn't have a whole lot in there. Just an outfit, couple guns, but just gone. I thought that was kind of stupid, but, I mean... Yes, exactly. I got Star Citizen, Joe. I got Star Citizened. I got lost by Star Citizen. Let's see. But yeah. I need at least one gun if I'm gonna go do some stuff. I don't have anything. I could probably get away with... Hold on, let me see. Stop for a second. Well, no, because it said the bounty was in a cave. And I'm like, do they mean the whole ship is in a cave? I doubt it. But aren't all the bounties... Or are some of the bounties currently on foot? Man, ooh. Okay, yeah, lots of changes in the PTU. Your shields don't come up as fast when you come out of nav and switch to SCM. Depending on how you have your setup on your power, it can take a while for those shields to come back. So there will be no more like navving over to a fight. Yep, I thought so. Yeah, there will be no more navving over to a fight and popping into SCM real quick. That's not going to happen. You better be in SCM long before you get there. Ugh, caves do suck. But yeah. There will definitely be a lot less people like flying in nav mode, popping into SCM at the last second, popping their shields up. Not without an engineer on board, you're not doing that. Because, man, those shields are slow. Camping a site? You better be camped there for a while, but if they've got decent radar or anything, you'll know if someone's there. Like, those emissions are huge now. So they're going to have to be all stealth geared, stealth everything, and from what I've seen, if they're stealthed up, if they take a bad hit, they're done. Like, you can fight out of like, I think with the changes, piracy is going to happen where it's going to be like people rolling around in like 4 Corsairs, 2 Manuses, and like they're going to roll deep. Pirates are going to start rolling real deep. Like, somebody was like, well, how are you going to fight pirates off in a big ship if you're a solo? I'm like, man, you're not going to have time to fight pirates off the way this is shaping up, because pirates are going to... One thing I'll give people who pirate a lot is they understand, like, the meta of, look, we aren't doing this solo. They get the idea, like, we're going to need a crew. We're good. Okay, I can't store this ship again either. Like... There will be less loot to go around, but I think they're just gonna... The goal for them will be hit a lot of targets. And so it's gonna be like, I think you're gonna get groups of like 6 or 7 pirates, and it's just like, yep, we've all got a ship. We all hit them fast. We grab everything. We have another guy come with the big ship who's just loading them up, and we just go boom, 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 and just start hitting pirate missions like that. They're gonna start treating pirate missions like it's either Xeno threat or the same way people do when they do group ERTs. It's like you have one wave who shoots everything, and you have the second wave who collects everything. And I think that's how pirates are going to start rolling, because the new stats Those new stats make it almost impossible to be a pirate the old-fashioned way. Of showing up and then we're going to shoot up your ship. It's either we shoot your ship and we shoot you. Go to the main room and store it there. Okay, I'll try that because that's what happened to my vulture, Mai, and that's why I don't have a vulture now. Fortunately, the vulture's pledged. I don't have to worry about it getting deleted in a patch. I should go blow up that Ursa though, because man, that's still the most disappointing thing in my whole thing. Like, I wish there was a smaller med bed. But they know if they do that, nobody would buy the bigger ones. Am I all the way on the pad? Yeah. Barely. But enough. Yeah, because let me see. Let me see if it even gives me the option to store. Hey, Jim.
Welcome.
07. Wait, Jim, when did you sneak in here and I missed it? But 07, Jim. Let's see. Oh, no. It shows on the pad, so I can store. Okay. And when I was at Area 18, it didn't show my vultures on the pad. It just showed as unknown. The reason I have an issue with the Ursa is when I went in the back to load in the 4 SEU crates, it wouldn't snap to a grid. And I'm like, then what's the point? I don't... But I like the Nursa. Joe said they should make it so that if you self-destruct or are hard death, no cargo survives. Yeah. Well, hard death will be going away. So self-destruct will probably be the only option. Give people an option to say, well, if I can't have my cargo, neither can you. I think they're actually trying actively to make that not possible. And I think that's the goal. I think CIG wants you to not be able to do that. I wouldn't be surprised if they made self-destruct. If they turn self-destruct into a mini game for the people raiding you, so that they have a chance of getting to the self-destruct and disabling it. That would not surprise me. Yeah. And that's my thing. I feel like the Ursa needs a grid, and once the Ursa's grid works, I'd love it. But not having the grid just killed the whole point of me buying it, because that was what I was buying it for. So I was kind of mad about that. Jim said, so does cargo not? I don't think it does. I think the crates just exist in space. But I don't think they'll do that because then they have to make special code for Xenothreat, and I don't see CIG doing that. I think CIG would be like, yeah, that's too much work. I had to pause for a minute because I realized, like, I haven't been to Port Tressler in a long time. I don't remember where anything is. What's over here? Oh, yeah, one of the stores I was looking for. Perfect. Because I don't think... Let me see. Do I have anything? Yeah, no. I don't have a gun. I have med pins. Oh, I do have my tractor beam. Okay, and I've got ammo. That's all I brought with me. I don't even have the gun that goes with the ammo. All right. I at least want a pistol. Oh, they don't even have my pistol. So this ammo is useless. We need a backpack. Oh, they sell this one here, the Novikov. Let's see. Joe says, I don't know. I would like to know that it did. Joe said, I know when I hard death NPCs, some cargo surprise. Yep. Jim said, right now we need to soft death to take cargo. If we hard, we lose like 75% of the cargo. Yeah, that's what happens. There's still something there, but it's not all of it. But going forward, hard deathing will be going away unless you do it by intent, like you target the power generator. And it also requires the crew on the ship to not fix it or get rid of the power generator, like by throwing it out the airlock at your ship with a Atlas. That's actually a really good idea now that I'm thinking about it. Because it's basically a bomb at that point. You just chuck it at somebody else's ship and go boom. Oh, let's see. This is kind of a quick run, so I'm not going to go crazy. Let's see what we've got in weapons. So, yes, the shotgun, my tried and true. I'll take one of those. And I will take the LH86. Bill said, I wish they gave us that option. If a pirate is going to ruin your day, you should be able to ruin theirs. I agree. I agree there should be a way to ruin it. Like, even if self-destructing destroys 75% of the cargo and they thought they were getting this... Because that's the thing with the... Man. I might do this, guys. Like, we might have to just take a peek over and, like, see what's what. Because... Yeah, I think I will. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to pop over there real quick and we can have a look. Because I want to be able to, like, a question you ask, we can just see if we can do something. So, let me see. Let's go ahead and jump over for a second. So, give me a second. I'm going to get this. I got to go all the way to the desktop. So, just going to be my face here for a minute while that does its thing. And I'm going to pull up the PTU. Just because you're asking questions and things that I'm actually curious about. And I want to know if I can make it work. Like things like, what happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? What does this look like? What does that do? I'm very curious now. And the more curious I get, I've just got to, like, it's like an itch you have to scratch. So as soon as that loads up, I'm going to jump back over. Oh, bro. That's my strategy in the raft. My is, yeah, the raft has enough tank to its body. Like, it's got a high enough HP on its body, or at least it did before. I don't know what it's going to be like when they switch to armor. Because I'll show you what I mean about some of this. Like, I got blown up, but apparently, so... I was in the PTU and I was flying the 600 and I got shot down by one small fighter. Turns out the shields weren't working at all for anybody. So apparently that was one of the things they fixed. Oh, sorry. I apologize. I didn't realize my mic was so loud. Let me fix it. Let me adjust. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. It's going to kick me out and I'm going to have to come back because OBS is not liking things. Give me just